Welcome, guys. Welcome to another episode. Today, I felt like trying out something new um, because I want to bring you guys along more than I have, and maybe in a more natural setting than just being at home. And like just bring you along, and whenever I have a thought that I want to share, I can just sit down wherever and just do it. So here I am doing this. So, yeah, please forgive me if for whatever reason my phone is going to die or my microphone is not fully working because actually I'm using my water bottle, such a hard word in English, um, as a tripod. So, yeah, whatever, but that's just what we're rolling with right now. Um, yeah, I like this. Let's try it out. So, something that has been on my mind is oh, I could show you. See, what I'm having today, because we have been doing this every time now, I'm having some kefir, which is good for your gut health, so let's put it in. Oh no, hopefully not that guy. Oh, I hope you're not hearing this because someone is doing some garden work next to me, but whatever, we're just gonna roll with it. So, actually, I've been thinking about outgrowing your old version a lot, and something I've been coming across more often, and also a lot of people have been telling me like that their old version has not been, like working for them anymore, and they went through a massive transformation. And something that I'm learning for myself and noticing, and I think is so important to remind ourselves of, is that it is okay to outgrow people. And it's okay to outgrow people quickly. Like, you don't have to feel bad to, encounter with someone for, let's say, a week, 2 weeks, a month, whatever. And then you start realizing, damn, like, this is not working anymore, and that's okay too. Or your old school friend and you have been friends with him forever, and then all of a sudden something happens and you're like, damn, I'm not aligned with this anymore. And from personal experience, I can just say that it kind of feels like as if I'm staying in my version for around, I cannot fully say if it's years. Like, I can tell that I'm making like massive shifts every 1 to 2 years. And I can always tell that a shift is happening when I have the urge to move. Like, there is this urge to move out of my old apartment, or like moving cities or going somewhere else. Like, there's need for like going somewhere else, moving somewhere else, doing different things. And I just want to remind you that that's okay. Like, nobody needs to understand why you feel like you're not a consistent person. Like, it's okay that your taste is changing. It's okay that you are changing. And you don't have to justify it. You don't have to explain it to anyone and whatever. And I just have been noticing for myself that the last year I truly learned to be on my own. Like, I think I learned to be on my own in Vienna already, which is, I guess, yeah, I could say 3 years ago or 2 years ago. More 2 years, I guess. And I already learned to be on my own there too, but the last year has truly been about learning to give myself every feeling that I would need from someone else. So, I don't know, the feeling of being loved from a partner, for example, or the feeling of community with people and stuff. And I truly learned from myself how I can give that to myself and how I don't need to rely on other people anymore and don't have the feeling of, damn, I need to connect with someone right now, and more being in the energy of, okay, I'm in solitude with myself. And I can tell that now is this time where I'm like starting to where I'm kind of starting to have the need to reconnect with people again, but it's not the need of like I have to have someone around me right now. Damn. Just a random side note. I think there was like an aunt or something that just bit me. Damn, that's random. Whatever. Um, so yeah, it's kind of like this. Damn, there's another one. What are they up to? This is what happens probably when you're filming in nature, is that nature is a part of it, but that's okay. Oh, maybe that's a cute reminder of you're never alone. Damn, that's sweet. Yeah, maybe that was my reminder of, hey, like, you're never alone. I don't know why it bit me though, but maybe I just wanted to make sure that I know that it's there. Um, Wait, let me check real quick if you can hear this guy doing his garden work, because otherwise I might need to change. Wait. Seems like you're not really hearing him, so that's fine. Maybe I'm just getting distracted a little bit from him. That's okay. We're trying this out now together, right? So, whatever, this is fine. Um, So yeah, back to my thought. It's like it's okay to outgrow your past version, and it's okay to continuously change what you like and what you dislike and who you are and what you identify as. And the right people will get it. And that's probably what I learned last year the most. It's like I had this urge to not push away people, but really looking within myself, because I knew that I wasn't ready to be with someone, because I knew that I was continuously relying on other people in a sense of like, oh, I'm feeling bad and I cannot regulate this emotion right now, so I need someone else to be with me, to help me ground and like get back on track. And I'm not saying that this is something bad. Like, connections are there for that stuff, right? So that's not inherently a bad thing to co-regulate with people, and it is beautiful. But I can say from my past experiences that in my place it has not been healthy. It has more been like an damn, I don't know, like I don't know, like someone not reaching out and this like truly freaking me out and bringing me into a state of like unease and whatever, and like truly not feeling whole on my own. And I really had this urge to like be on my own, take the time to really go into my shadows, reflect on everything that happened in the past few years, and genuinely letting these versions go and letting my old version die. And what that had, I mean, that ultimately for me had also something to do with like genuinely taking a break from everyone and everything that I know. And yeah, that's exactly what I did. And like sometimes I communicated with the people, or when they didn't reach out anymore, I was like, whatever, if they reach out, I'm gonna tell them, but if not, I'm just gonna leave it at that. But what I've been noticing is that I've been re-inviting these old friends of mine back into my life now, and I know that they had not the easiest time probably to like fully understand what has been happening and what I've been going through. But what I can tell is that the right people will get it, because they will understand. And that's something I'm learning now too, is that I have been letting them back into my life, and all they have given me is pure love and understanding, and coming from a place of, damn, I missed you, but I'm so grateful to see that you have been becoming this happier and more whole and fulfilled version of yourself. So, yeah, it's okay to step away from people, and it's okay to truly listen to your intuition. And I think a big part of that too is like decluttering and just letting everything go. Because the truth is, if you truly want to become your highest version and who you truly are, you need to let go of everything that you thought you are and allow yourself to truly be who you are. And that's like the key factor, is to understand that you are not what you have experienced. You needed to experience these things. You needed to go through these multiple heartbreaks and whatever to learn these lessons that you can fully receive what is about to come. And that's such an important reminder, and so important in general to understand, is things are happening for you. They're not happening against you. And when you're shifting, and someone like me that is very psychic and is very in tune with the divine, their spirit guides and whatever, or you're just someone who can tell that you're genuinely like changing a lot, that also has a lot to do with like letting go, letting people go. You need to let go all the time. You're outgrowing people quickly. Like, it might be that you're shifting realities and you're shifting in whatever way. Like, it doesn't, like, you can use whatever verbiage you want. It doesn't have to be the verbiage of like shifting realities, could also be just like changing who you are, and through that you're not able to connect with certain people anymore, or whatever, your timeline shifting and your frequency is rising and your energy is rising, and that's why these people naturally drop away. And that's something that is so important, is when you trust and truly surrender into the flow of your life, into divine, into whatever you want to call it, God, source, creator, the universe, then it's going to be so much easier if you just allow yourself to let everything go and be like, hey guys, if certain people are meant to be in my life, let them be in my life. But if not, let them, like, let them flow out of my life and bring in the people that are truly aligned with me. Because I think the most pain is created when we're trying to hold on to people that are just not meant to be in our lives. This is where everything gets chaotic and hectic, and you're gonna feel like things are not working anymore, and you're feeling stuck, and you're feeling like, damn, something's not really going the way you want it to. Is because you're trying to hold on to things that you've already outgrown. And that is just from an energetic standpoint. You're always gonna have, like, imagine it that way. You're trying to rise up, right? So you're here. But the people we have been encountering are down here. And this is not to say, like, that you're better than them or any of that kind. Like, we're all equally beautiful. We're all equally amazing human beings, but we're just on different timelines. We're on different energy levels, and that's okay. And some people are just not meant to rise up there, and that's fine too. But they have a different soul's mission than you do. But the important things to understand is that when you're up here and they're down there, and you're continuously trying to hold on to them, you're gonna drag yourself down automatically. That's why, for example, what I've been noticing is, let's say, I don't know, you're, for example, someone who doesn't gossip, and you're someone who's like, like naturally in flow with life, and you're just not gossiping and whatever, you're very positive, not really talking about negative things. And all of a sudden you meet someone that you're trying to hold on to, and their energy level is down here. I would love to have a different word than down here, but I don't know, just a different energy level, because I don't like the idea of down and high, but whatever. Sorry guys, I don't have a different word right now. But the thing is, though, that naturally you're going to drop into these lower energy things. Like, it could even be like people that normally you don't drink alcohol, but with these people you start drinking again, you start smoking, whatever. You're doing low frequency things. You're doing things that are not in alignment with you, that are not authentic to you. And I mean, we can argue if drinking alcohol and taking whatever is ultimately a low energy thing. I think whatever feels authentic to you probably is going to be right. But just to say that if that is not what you would authentically do, you're going to lower your frequency. You're lowering your energy. And if you're continuously doing that, you cannot fulfill your soul's purpose, and you cannot truly step into your higher self. That's just how it is. And I mean, it really depends on what kind of journey you are on, and if that's what you want. If you want to hold on to specific people, I don't want to tell you that that's not okay. Like, I'm not here to tell you what is right or wrong. I'm just telling you out of my perspective, what I learned is that when you are on your soul's journey, your spiritual journey, the way I am, and you are dedicated to fulfilling your purpose, you're dedicated to becoming your highest version and to live up to your highest potential, then you cannot hold on to people. That's like the saddest thing ever, but you cannot hold on to people as much as you wish you could, but you can't. And something I've been talking with a friend about the other day is also when there's a person that you want, like, let's say there's someone you want to have in your life, but you know it's wrong. You know to your soul core that they're not meant to be in your life, and it's wrong. You always have a choice, because the thing is, whether or not you're in contact with your spirit guides, every one of us has their own spirit team, and they're going to make sure that you're living to your highest potential and that you're going to do what you signed up for. Like, that's just the way it is. So most of the times you have a choice. Like, either you're choosing the path where you do it yourself and you're in the energy of, okay, I'm recognizing this person is not meant to be in my life, I'm recognizing why they're not meant to be in my life, and then after that I could simply say something as easy like, universe, guides, whatever, please, if this person is not meant to be in my life, just naturally take them out of my life so that you can replace them with someone who's truly aligned with me. Like, that's the easiest step you can do. That's easy. That's soul alignment. That's very much like, okay, I recognize it, guys. I see it. I hear you. I understand it. Oh, damn, I was distracted. Oops. I thought this thing is not on anymore. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. So that's like the easiest thing to do, right? But then on the other hand, you can try to hold on to it. You can try to hold on to it. And what is that going to do is you're going to create chaos. And if you want it or not, that person is going to drop out of your life. But you have the choice. Either you're going to do it in a simple, aligned way or not. You know, like you're moving with the flow of your life. Or you're going to rigidly try to hold on to something that, I don't know, is simply not meant to be in your life. And you're gonna, yeah, you're gonna experience the painful way. And I mean, I've been there. I have been there. There have been people that I wish could still be in my life. If I could, I know I would wish that they could re-enter my life. But the thing is, though, and that's something that I'm learning now more and more and more, is that sometimes the good you see in people is simply a mirror of your own energy. And that's not to say that these people are bad or whatever, because I don't like the idea of good or bad people. I don't like everyone's equally good and whatever, but they're just people that are not aligned with you, and that's okay. And sometimes there are people that are coming into our lives to wake us up, to initiate something in us, and then after this initiation, they did what they needed to do. The thing, though, is that what you have seen in them and what you wish you could still have right now is not gone. It was more showing you that that is out there, and not that that specific person is what you need in your life. It was more like oh, don't settle for less. Like, doesn't matter if it's in love or if it is in friendship, whatever, or it could just be a small encounter with someone you had. But it's coming into your life most of the times to be like, hey, don't settle. Like, there is more. But the more you have seen maybe has still been toxic or still in like a, like a not good energy. So of course it's been taken out of your life, because it's always, with the universe, it's always yes or something better. And this is not to say to like, like never be okay with what you already have and always trying to like find something better. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is that if someone would genuinely be meant to be in your life, either they're gonna be taken out of your life and they're gonna re-enter your life at some point later on, when they are in the right energy and when they are on the same frequency and they're able to uplift you, or they're simply gonna be taken out of your life and gonna be replaced with someone who's more in alignment with you than the old people. And that's, I think, like such a hard thing, also from like a more like human perspective rather than a spiritual perspective, is like the general, like when you're growing up. And I mean, it's not that I'm 20, like, like I've been, I don't know, I'm in my mid 20s, I would say. 26. I can also say it doesn't even matter. But the thing is, though, that I'm now realizing how it feels when people are dropping out of your life. And like, I don't know, I feel like we've been hearing this from our parents in a way that, like they're all of a sudden not been having like contact with certain people and they're dropping out of your life and whatever. But I feel like now I'm more feeling it than ever. The feeling of like, like old friends that I've been loving so much and that I still like, still a part of my heart still loves them so much. But I just know that they're not meant to be in my life. And it doesn't matter if we have been friends for years, but I've changed. And I know that if I would go back and see them in my now version, I probably would not truly be able to connect with them anymore because I have just genuinely outgrown them. And yeah, I think the most genuine thing you can do for yourself is just be okay with that. And it's not to say that you have to forgive yourself for it, but I think there is some sort of like forgiveness that needs to come with it. I don't know, forgiving yourself that you are someone that is continuously changing and growing and always on the lookout for more. And I think something that we're learning in our culture is like striving for more is always seen as something bad. It kind of feels like people are like, oh, if you're looking for more, like you're always just trying to find if there's like like the grass is green on the other side. But what I'm noticing for myself is that's just naturally who I am. I've always been this way. And if that's why people are dropping out of my life, or if there are people that are not okay with this, that's okay too. Like, I just know that I genuinely have not an easy time to like settle for things. Like, I always have this feeling of there's more out there, but I don't think it's in the sense of like there's more out there, like I have to like chase something more and I have to become more or whatever. No. It's more like the feeling of why would I want to stay in a place where I grew up in, for example, because the world is gigantic and there's so much more for me to see and to learn and to get inspired from and whatever. And I think that's also genuinely why I've always been dreaming about or always had the wish to live in places for a year or half a year, whatever, because I always had this urge to like learn from different cultures, see different things. I don't know, I think there's so much in this world that we can experience. And yeah, that's just who I am. Yeah, but anyways, I think this like, yeah. And I think if you're striving for more in general, you're continuously going to grow out your old version because you're going to find new elements of yourself wherever you're going, wherever you're moving, wherever you're going, wherever you're traveling towards, or like flying to, whatever you like. You could even like shift in your hometown. That's not what I'm saying. You don't have to like go somewhere to do that, but just genuinely speaking, I think that's also a reason why like you're probably changing more is because you're always finding different elements of yourself. Like when I think of me traveling or just like exploring new parts of my hometown, it's I'm always exploring new things about myself. Like even right now sitting here and filming this episode in this park, it already feels like I have outgrown my old version that was always restricting herself to no, I'm just gonna film at home because that's where I'm more comfortable with. And now I'm like, oh no, wait. I am growing into this role of creating, I'm growing into this role of, yeah, sharing my thoughts, sharing myself, and that's why all of a sudden I'm open to doing these things. So, yeah. I don't know what the point is of what I wanted to say actually. Oops. Um, but yeah, I think it's just a general reminder to like being okay to outgrow and being okay with other people not being okay. And actually, an old friend of mine has said this to me randomly, and it kind of felt like a message that I was meant to receive in that moment, because she said that it is okay to be the villain in somebody else's story. And that's like such an intense thought, because there, of course, is a part of me that always wants that everyone's okay with my actions and whatever, but I think the truth is that this is just people pleasing that is deeply ingrained within me. And I don't know if that's for guys too. That would be interesting if you could tell me if that's for guys too, but I kind of feel like as a woman we get kind of trained to always make sure that we're not outshining others, that we, like make other people comfortable and whatever. And not to say that that is inherently wrong, and I don't want you to do something negative, like bad with this. Like, I'm not saying villain in order to, like, like being a shitty person and then just ghosting them and whatever. No, I just mean, if there's, for example, you're in a relationship and you're holding on to this person simply because you don't want to hurt them, but it is hurting you, that's what I'm talking about. And it's okay to break somebody else's heart if you're choosing yourself. Because the truth is, if that person was meant to be in your life, then you wouldn't feel like you're not choosing yourself being with that person, if that makes sense. Because if you were with the right person, then it would feel like through choosing them, you're also choosing yourself. And that's what I'm saying. So don't come at me and don't do shitty things, because I'm just saying, don't be an asshole. Whatever. Just a little reminder to not be an asshole. Yeah, but in general, like, what I'm just trying to say is, like, if your soul and your heart is calling you to do something and you've been pushing it away because you're scared that you're going to hurt someone else, you need to do it. You need to do it. And if you can't do it, then I would encourage you to, either if you already have contact with your spirit team or your higher self, whatever, you can just do exactly what I did before and just say something in the lines of, like, hey guys, please. I mean, I just always say hey guys. That's just what I do. Because, I mean, your spirit guides are, like, just in general, us humans, we're all on the same level. Like, that's just a side note. Like, even God is not above you. You are God, because we're all one. That's why you also create your reality, because you are God as well. Just a little reminder. But the thing is, you can make it easy for yourself if you just tell your guides, like, hey guys, please simply show me the path that is in my highest alignment. Show me the path, how I'm serving for the highest goods of all, for my highest good and their highest good. How can I move forward? Or you just say, I mean, not if you're in a relationship, probably, but I mean a, like, longer relationship, not someone you have just been encountering for whatever, a few weeks or whatever. I'm talking about, like, whatever, if you, I don't know, whatever, you can just say, or you can say something like, please take out of my life whoever is not in alignment with me, and yeah, just say it like that. Or not say it like I say it, say it like you would say it, because that's how it works. But it's just the thought of, like, you don't have to do it on your own. Like, if you struggle with these steps of, like, stepping into your higher self and, like, walking your soul's journey, I mean, that's, like, the thing that I would for sure encourage you to do is create a relationship with your guides. And I mean, it doesn't have to be your guides. It could also be, like, if you're working with a specific god, then ask them. Or if you're working with God, then ask God. Or if you're working, I don't know, it doesn't matter who you're working with. You can also work with your higher self. However you want to call it, whatever works for you is the right answer. But it really helps if you start learning to understand how they're communicating with you. And I think I'm gonna make a video on that, because that's gonna be too deep of a dive to like explore this now. But yeah, go in contact with your spirit team, and it couldn't just be as simple as, hey guys, make yourself known to me, present yourself to me, show me that you're with me, and then be open to how it's gonna happen. Because when you're asking for like, like guided actions, you also need to be open how they're gonna come to you. Like, if you're not that psychic yet, or you're not encountering, or you haven't accessed your psychic abilities yet, probably it's not going to come through a channel or whatever. Sometimes, I don't know, you could pass a sign, and that sign speaks to you, and it says something on the sign, and you're just like, it says, for example, make a move, and you're like, wait, why is it saying make a move? And just keep that in mind. And then maybe you're going somewhere else and it says something else, or someone is saying something to you, and you think like, oh wait, this is speaking to me, why does this feel like this is relevant? And then collect everything that you have heard or that people have told you. Maybe there's someone directly coming towards you and going to tell you the answer, and yeah, just act upon that then. But yeah, it doesn't need to be this hard. Like, honestly, like, life is so much easier if we just allow it to be easy, and if we let things go and surrender into the unfolding of our life, not trying to control things. Because if someone wants to control their life, they're already losing. That's just the truth. They are losing because you cannot control your life. And if you can, what you're doing with that is you're just simply dimming your path and your light, because maybe what you think you want is not what you truly want. Like, your guides are going to know better than you what you truly desire. So yeah, this was a lot of yapping. I feel like my mind wandered again somewhere else. um But it's fine. I like this. I like these talks. I really enjoy them. I really enjoy coffee dates. Um, so yeah, let me know in the comments if there's something that you want to talk about, or you want me to talk about, or if there's some questions, or yeah, you have whatever impulse. Let me know. And I love you guys. Thank you for coming and having this cute date with me outside today. I think I want to do this more often. This is kind of cool. You can also let me know if you like this setting, because I think I like this, being outside and just wherever I'm sitting, I'm just grabbing my phone and just recording my episode. Yeah, this feels good. So yeah, thank you guys. I love you guys. A lot of kisses to you, and yeah, see you next week, I guess, or even this week, who knows. But yeah, love you.